Okay, now... Okay, like, the mic was, not responding immediately. Now I can see the bars moving. Hello, everybody. This is Evander Advent. Welcome back to Legend of Heroes, Trails Beyond the Horizon. Like, even this... like, the title screen knows, like, this isn't Kevin's path. This is the depicting in front. Like, my camera is just placed in front of Kevin, who's just hiding in the corner. Hi, Kevin. But yeah, like, I did do... Yeah, off-camera exploration of the garden and the desert. Because... especially the desert, because I remembered how massive that place was. And yes, I got some like achievements I've been holding off on collecting. So we got
baby.
Sylphid Breath. Ooh. Support all allies. Restores 100%, 120% HP. Removes debuffs. March
baby.
Hair. 20% chance to absorb physical.
That's the way it
Decoy,
goes.
deflect hates. And
That's
also,
the way it goes.
arc damage increases when HP is lower.
You may leave this to me. That's a single element slot.
Of course. Of course. That's a single element slot.
You may leave this to me. That's a
Actually-
single element.
Of course. Your skill.
I'll work my magic.
Looking to adjust your ordnance?
I'll work my...
Of course.
You may leave this to me.
Yeah, crit rate up at full HP.
I'll...
Looking to adjust your ordnance?
Yeah, so... yeah, lots of, like, tasks I don't need to worry as much about anymore. Yeah, like, yeah, sclim charges, those are, like, the field assists done. So, like, yeah, I don't need to spam awakenings and, yeah, like, shard commands anymore. Because I got the final ones for those. Yeah, I still need to, yeah, just, like, Zoc in combat a whole bunch more. Yeah, I still need to get EX chains for taking down enemies. But, like, I definitely know, like, there are some arts that I skipped. Oh, yeah, I got some upgrades. Yeah, like, he obtained a cavalry bolt. Cavalry bolt. It's, yeah, like, reveal the whole thing quickly. Yeah, it's just... haha. Like, there's definitely, yeah, smugness radiating from that. Yeah, like, I've intentionally not seen his new S-Craft. I skipped it. Yeah, Quick Blitz has become Chrono Blitz. I can see there's now a purple glow for, like with Time Element. And yeah, like, Hitches and Stitches has become Threaded and Deaded. Oh, got some minions. Scarlet Arbor, Genitos Nubia.
Guardians here. Give them the works.
Now I'm mad!
Give it your best shot.
Remember damage ranges.
Get those boots on the ground, service bears! Okay, charge! Down you go! And finish! This page limiter removed.
If it's a fight you want,
Oh, yeah, you are specifically single target. So let's do this in action.
Activating skill.
You presume to challenge me?
Teach them a lesson, Rufus!
Consider the gauntlet taken then.
Victory! Whoa.
Stage limit has been raised.
Which of these is like the wide area? Okay, this is the controllable area one. Okay.
Seal of mine, shining from the abyss. By your glow, strike down my enemies. Fly, holy spears of space.
Boost gauge
Count on
operated.
you, Swin. Don't jump the gun, yeah?
Activating skill.
All of them going.
I'll end this now!
Focusing on getting
Frost! Cypher!
Boost gauge limit removed.
the ads taken care of. Also got a very nice chain with all of that.
Protect.
Okay!
I owe you. Botch that one.
But the downside is
I won't show any mercy. Ta!
Thanks a heap.
Certain arts will be more effective.
Enemy approaching.
Thanks a million!
Not good. I need to heal. Ta!
Now I'm mad! Yeah!
My gratitude.
Go, go, Kevin!
you know what? I totally forgot about all this.
Stay on guard.
Noble Axe and Brilliant Scepter.
Easy does it.
So I probably I could have like activated this.
I have your plate.
This'll clinch it! Relax!
Thanks a heap.
Million!
Allow me.
I'll exploit that. Okay!
Activating skill.
I follow.
You can still jump
My
into
turn
for axe.
to act.
Got this in the bag!
We're doing good.
COC in operation.
Lendigate.
Yeah, like the strategic use of ZOC to have like that instant turn to just guarantee a spell going off right when you want it definitely cannot be underestimated.
Time to shine! Cypher activate.
I'll get you for that.
Yeah!
Rufus!
Activating skill.
On guard.
Call the
You
shots,
go.
Rufus!
Gleam! Brilliant Scepter!
That's it.
Dragon!
Activating skill.
There.
Here we go! What to do?
I know all there is to know.
Stay on guard.
Don't burn out, everyone! Here, take this!
That's a heap.
Recovery.
Right behind you!
Sacred seal of mine. Empower me.
Oh yeah, like the half cost, I can just do this.
Seal of mine. Shining from the abyss. By your glow. Strike down my enemies. Fly, holy spears of space.
Who's getting
Count on you,
out?
Swin. At your will.
And here! Shut that for! You're stunned!
Right behind you!
Activating skill.
Gang.
Holding swords. Heather of Thunder! Loose gang! Swin!
Okay!
Is that your like old S-craft from Reverie just turned into a regular craft now?
Closer to his level.
Grim Garden, third domain, subdomain C, partial liberation secured. Liberation of subdomains A and B also confirmed. However, ternary inter-subdomain connection has yet to be established. Administrative privileges required to unlock access to third domain nexus.
I'm not gonna say no.
So we can't push ahead any deeper until around this afternoon? Looks like some hacking needs to happen first on top of the subdomains Team Van and Team Tilia have to release. I don't recall telling you anything about the other two groups yet. At any rate, I should be able to introduce you to one another after the aforementioned prerequisites are completed. Like, even the characters are just like, why are you pretending to hide this? Like, we all know. It's perfectly fine of us. Our gratitude to you for making these arrangements. Makes for perfect trading, and all the support from the workshop is a literal game changer. We'll do our best to set this place free, Altina. Your efforts are much appreciated, as is your continued cooperation. Goodbye for now. I'll be in touch again after this afternoon. How society fits into all of this is still one giant question mark. Warm up this light won't be enough for you to acknowledge what we're capable of either, will it? Hey now, that's just shoving words in my mouth. And Art, but a pretty good show. Goes without saying for Rufus, even Lapis on backup blew me out of the water. I really want to know, though, is what lies beyond that. I just love to word things all cryptic like for no reason, do you? But fine, be that way. I think you're starting to get a handle on your style anyhow. I'll keep on working to verify whether or not your judgment is clouded. Haha, noted. Gosh, just why do those three get along so poorly? Actually, as far as pure compatibility is concerned, theirs appear to be better than what I can manage. Notwithstanding, this may prove a turning point for the two of them. Perhaps the same can be said of our priest friend as well.
Yeah, baby.
Has anything new been added?
Welcome to my study.
I do hope that we eventually do get Rufus's
Such a
sea outfit from
tantalizing
Reverie
assortment.
because that was dope.
All right, let's move.
But yeah, like, I do think at this point I actually want to like hoard for when we get an upgrade.
This should prove effective. Please select a service. Version upgraded. Take care of yourselves.
Yeah, I was here in the desert. And as you can see, yeah, like, this is everything I managed to explore, but I intentionally left all the chests open, so I can open them on camera. But yeah, like, like, at one point, every enemy that, yeah, like, north of this invisible line made by another sandstorm was, defeated.
Oh,
Ooh,
treasure!
this is a locked chest. I see that sprite.
This will be
Yay!
a walk in the park.
Your cute little fairy self.
Conducting search. How does this go again? Reach with elegance. Conducting search. Conducting search. Conducting search. Conducting search. Conducting search. All clear. Courtesy of yours truly.
Driver or Corb? Oh, why your headband? I just realizing I probably forgot. Yeah, accessories once again.
Yeah, baby.
Mercy. Actually, can I trade any accessories yet for sets? Let's hop into the garden quick to do that.
How may I help you? Please select. This is what we have for sale.
You got the shield belt, racing goggles, classic scarf, albino snake billfold. Got a whole bunch of these actually.
Please come back again anytime. Come again. Yeah, you're pretty mixed. Oh, treasure!
Soldier's medal.
Be wary of ranged attacks.
Pay careful heed. That's no simple foe.
Celestial bomb. Sipeth?
This cutie has booty.
Oh wait, I forgot there's...
There are
Yeah,
no
we have a
enemies
truck.
nearby.
Off we go.
The wheel is yours, Rufus.
I 1000% forgot they gave us a truck. Or just a land carrier.
Off we go.
Always wanted a chauffeur.
Off we go.
The wheel is yours, Rufus.
Donk. Oh. Goliath.
You may leave this to me.
Damage under stunned enemies increase.
I'll work my magic.
Looking to adjust.
I'll work my magic.
Once again, I forgot to put any updates on these. Oh, 800 though. He literally can't use that at the moment. What ones they have that are free? Gravity, Spark, and Jade. Mhm.
Of course. You may rely on me.
Yeah, baby.
Off we go.
Always wanted a chauffeur.
Yeah, I checked. There's no fish in that pond.
Beep, beep.
Beep beep.
This cutie has booty.
Revelation.
You may looking to adjust your ordnance. You've gained a new shard skill.
Off we go.
Always wanted a chauffeur.
So we got this guy. Yep, make a save.
Sacred seal of mine.
Empower me. Here we go.
That's just fires all these bolts. Ooh.
Count on you, Swin.
Activating skill.
Now! Be gone!
Ooh, that extra part where he just goes in fast forward. That's the new part.
If it's a fight you want, muster all that you can. We shift to the offensive.
Okay. These are for you. Shredded and deaded.
I won't show any mercy.
A good chance for a sharp boost.
Take it away!
Too slow.
Mark going?
You're done! Call the shots, Rufus!
What?
POC in operation. Activating skill.
Can you withstand this? Countdown! Blue gang! Here I go.
Activating skill.
That
My
is
turn.
orb. I just used the dispel all.
We've got this in the bag.
Here you go!
Here I go.
Activating skill.
You would challenge a nameless rook.
Lapis sitting on the chair is
Teach
good.
them a lesson, Rufus.
Nameless rook.
So be it. Let the duel commence.
The boost gauge limit has been raised.
I'll get you for that.
Dang it, like his sword is different when he uses that skill. Well, it's golden.
You're doing good.
COC activate.
Apologies for invading your privacy. We've got this in the bag.
There.
Do it to it.
Let's do this!
Displaying data.
We've got this in the bag.
Activating skill.
We're getting away! Rush! Cypher!
Boost
Keep
gauge
it up,
limit
Nadia!
removed.
Initiating drive.
Good chance.
Got the big crit.
Seal of mine, shining from the abyss. By your glow, strike down my enemies. Fly, holy spheres of space.
Boost gauge augmented. Yeah!
Do it! Let's do this!
Activating skill.
You're mine. I won't let this chance slip. Don't jump the gun, yeah?
This'll clinch it. Relax! It's a million.
Activating skill.
Ow, just total miss.
What to do?
Initiating drive.
Hey!
And here! You're dead for!
Here to help.
Gotcha! Here we go!
Aha, there we go. Yep, there we go indeed.
Take it away.
Surprise! 1, 2, 3! Here we go! I believe in you, S!
Activating skill.
There! Take that! Nadia!
Yep.
Yep.
Call the shots, Rufus!
Are you prepared?
Activating skill.
Auric Swords.
Heather of Thunder! Looking!
Keep it long.
Right.
I'm finer tuned.
Yeah, duel for rule.
All the better to protect
Cross
with.
cipher. Oh, and I got Desert's Edge.
Check that one off the list.
Money for our coffers.
Roll around a bit first, so I got everything I need. A few things on my own, but what's wrong? What's up, Mr. Onion? Mr. Onion would actually fit better on someone else I know. What? Don't tell me there's a walking, talking onion out there. Hate to break it to you, but I think he's saying someone else's hair looks more like an onion than his does. He's referring to the man who heads one of Liberal's foremost research firms. Of course, his management capabilities are second only to Marduke's. Of course, he's here familiar. We can get along too. You talking about Richard? Anyway, considering it's already there, 3, why don't you all head off for a break? It's even Hammam here. I think you have a nice leisurely sweat, Anne. Brother Kevin? You said you wanted to see what we're capable of, didn't you? Doesn't it only make sense that we're there for whatever it is you're planning? Exactly. We have as much right to be there as you do. Plus, if you're gonna do some strip club or something, we need to make sure to report that to your childhood friend, with evidence. You wouldn't even know how to contact her! And I mean, all I want is a little peek. I knew it. A strip club? Perhaps I'll explain when you're older. On that note, however, wouldn't mind accompanying you, Kevin. Oh, it nice sounds like a plan, then. Did you want to go too, S? I don't think I'd meet the age requirement. Plus, why would I ever need to go when I have you? Anyway, let's get back on topic. I say it's safe to assume you figured something out, something definitive. Or maybe you just need to slide in the last piece of the puzzle. Fine, fine, you guys can come. But, is your partner there gonna be okay? She's looking like she's trapped on Cloud 9. Gosh, S, you're so perfectly wrapped around my finger, aren't you? At this rate, you're gonna out-affection me, and that I will not allow! Whoa, now he looks like a boiled octopus. She's wriggling around like a jellyfish. What you see before you, Lapis, is what happens when one is in the spring of their youth. So where exactly are we headed? We can get a good view of the entire oasis, the cultural district.
Zoom, zoom.
Shoot, wait. Okay, now that I get like about that boss. Oops.
Come out wherever you are.
Are you entering?
Now we'll use the bath. Wanted to wait till I had a reason to use it.
How very novel.
Yes, see her joints.
I think I might be liquefying.
Perhaps I'll make this a habit.
I'm glad you seem to enjoy yourself. Yeah, baby.
Okay, so yeah. Now it's time to like pick up those quests. Excuse me, you the Facile who put out that request? Yes, that's me, and you are? Don't look any fixer I've ever seen. Don't worry, I'm an acquaintance of Arc Rides, well, more or less. Things in the capital are keeping Kev busy, so I'm here in Tharbad taking up jobs for him. Well, I suppose that makes sense. Perhaps this is fate. I'll get right to the point then. I'd like to ask you all to search for Sinem. Sinem? Don't you remember seeing that name in one of Van's files? Yeah, the guy with the sticky fingers. He started working at the bazaar after Van caught her red-handed, though, right? That's correct. My intuition kept telling me she wasn't a bad person at heart, you see? So I hired her. She's fit right in ever since. As if she always worked with us. Someone who'd fallen through the cracks of society said yet again, Rusbrigan. So you're assuming the Sinem girl has disappeared, yes? Possible she's just the type of person who likes to come and go as she pleases? Well, she was when we were first getting to know each other. Recently, she'd actually made it a bit of a point to tell me when she was leaving. This is the first she's ever gone been gone overnight. Don't mind me asking, you didn't get into a fight with her, did you? Just wondering if maybe she ran away. No, we haven't argued at all lately. It seemed like she was finally getting used to her new life. She left. I can't think of anything she'd done that would have suggested she was planning to. I suspect either an accident befell her, or she encountered some other form of peril. Not the same, which is why I'm asking you all to look for her. I need to know she's safe. Please, would you find Sinem for me? Great. Alright, we'll take the case. Member of the church can't exactly ignore a child going missing after all. Thank you. Lucia herself must have guided you here. Is there anywhere you searched already? Yes, the cultural district. I've tried my best to look down every street, every alleyway. Even asked the other shopkeepers if they'd seen anything, but all they could tell me was that she had been in the bazaar until at least yesterday evening. I see. That means we can stick to talking to people outside the bazaar, right? Indeed. Trade off, however. Did Sinem do anything in particular recently that gave you cause for concern? No, nothing worth mentioning. But now that I think about it... So she did? Well, it's possible I'm just being a worrywart. Lately, it sort of seemed like she'd been up to something. Didn't think much of it because, like I said, she usually let me know before she left the house. She always came back within the hour. Didn't think it was such a big deal either then, but still. She never told you why it's definitely raising some alarms. Alright, Faisal, leave the rest of us. If we're being Sinem back, that's what we're gonna do. Haha, you sound just as reliable as Vad's group did. Alright, I'll be counting on you. Sinem almost certainly disappeared sometime last night. First thing I want to find out, though, is what time she left the cultural district, which direction she was heading in. I mean, Bazaar actually saw Sinem leave, right? Maybe you should find someone else to ask. Oh, you had your Sprigging experience here? Actually, I went to Aramis with someone who happens to be in the area today. She's here visiting home, apparently. Oh, no, it's like your time at school. We saw her outside the station. Man, she saved her butts at school more times than I can count. Given that she and her family seem to live in the cultural district, I bet she'd be able to give us just the lead we're looking for. The local spends most of her time away in the capital. This means, unlike the others, she'll be looking at the area with fresh eyes. Yeah, it might be something she's picked up on that others haven't. What's more, she barely came home on the evening train from Edith last night. Heard it arrived pretty late, too. Meaning she was probably in the bazaar when all the others had already packed up for the day. Just to have her, the shopkeepers head home pretty early around here. This girl might actually be just the ticket we need. Alright, let's see what she has to say.
We'll sort this forest PG out in no time.
Let's do a search.
Come out wherever you are.
I did the fishing arrow.
Quick question.
Oh, sweet Naughty, is there something I can do for you? And, who are? Just a few friends of ours. They're here helping us look into something. Speaking of which, we wanted to ask you a couple of questions. For a job of ours, yeah? Kinda like the ones that came from the suggestion box back at Aramis. I see. I'll try to help as much as I can, then. Can't ignore a request from two of my underclassmen, after all. Thanks for being so understanding. Yeah, oh yes, know her. Ever since she started working at the bazaar, I've run into her nearly every time I've come back to Tharbad. So she disappeared, has she? It was pretty dark when I was out in the bazaar last night. I can't say for certain, but I believe I saw someone who looked like her heading in the direction of the entertainment district alone. Really? Yes, I was after the bazaar had closed today, just on my way home from the hammam. Vazil said she didn't tell him she was going out so late, too. I wonder if whatever she was heading to the entertainment district for is related to the thing she's being all hush-hush about. You hear she has returned since? Possibility of her still being in the cultural district is next to zero. Well, we should focus on figuring out what she was doing in the entertainment district. Thanks, Ria. Really helped us out today. Well, I'm glad to hear it. If Sinem's in trouble, please help her for me. Really appreciate it. Don't worry, we've got this. She went to the entertainment district last night. What's her next move? If there's any more information to gather about her in the cultural district. We should find someone to see who sees lots of people enter and leave the city. This should help narrow down whether or not she's still in Tharbad, at least. Yes, perhaps we should visit the young man who manages the parking lot. I spoke to him a bit after leaving the rental in his care. He seemed awfully attentive to his surroundings. It's possible he may have noticed something related to our conundrum. Right, and if he didn't see them, you might still have something useful to share. And even knowing that she didn't leave the city is good. Let's head over and speak with the parking lot manager.
Let's not dawdle now.
I like press basic achievements going. So, yeah, like, I'll get, 500 Sepith Mass from doing this one, then. Oh, getting up to the Goldia gem as well. But I probably should actually be able to just get that really quick.
How about a shard search?
Quick question.
Selling my current Sepith Mass. Yeah, oh, you talking about the girl that jumps into the cultural district every now and then? Sorry, nope, didn't see her around last night. Probably means she didn't leave the city then, huh? We just seen him dressed in the cultural district every now and then. What'd she need to come to a parking lot for? Well, as a matter of fact, there's a homeless man who lives around here. His name is Nazri. He tries to sleep in our lot sometimes, so we usually have to keep an eye out for him. Apparently, he sort of took Sinem under his wing back when she was still a street urchin. Now she's off the streets, she wants to return the favor, you know? Gives him food and water and stuff. Maybe that's what she wasn't telling Fazil about. Yeah, helping out a homeless guy sounds exactly the kind of thing she'd keep under the radar. Oh, what if he knows where Sinem went? Good thinking, Mr. Manager. You know if this Nazri's still somewhere in Tharbad? Actually, nobody's really seen the guy since last night. So he... Yeah, because we definitely had strange disappearances. And she disappeared with him. Kind of weird, you ask me. Usually when he leaves in the evening, he's right back in the same spot come morning. So sure, this man disappeared at the exact same time Sinem did. Yeah, I can't say for sure if there's any connection yet. Don't have my suspicions. There's two people doing it at the same time is a bit strange, huh? Kind of reminds me of when I was a kid. There's always someone telling us to watch out for kidnappers back then. Were kidnappings common in Tharbad? You got that right. See, the Central East used to have a pretty big problem with human trafficking back in the day. And it just so happened that one of the organizations responsible for that problem expanded all the way into Tharbad about 10 years ago. Kind of fizzled out a couple years ago, though. I haven't really heard much about him since. Oh, is this the DG cult? Guess neither the guild or the police dealt with them. Yeah, because, like, that was, like, the DG cult's, like, big thing, was they would kidnap people, primarily children, and use them for, like, human experimentation and, like, in their obscene rituals. So yeah, like a little, like disbanding a little less than 10 years ago. That's probably around the time of the DG, like raids. See, so there was an issue with roots in the Central East. However, I've heard the number of related incidents have diminished rather significantly recently, thanks also a part to El Saim and the church. Yeah, of course, I'm just saying I remember when kidnappings were happening on the regular around here, that's all. Thought it would happen again in this day and age. It is pretty strange that two people would disappear at the exact same time. I wonder, are those kidnappings really just a thing of the past? Yeah. Yeah, and like, Sven and Nadia were, yeah, like also definitely kidnapped for the gardens as well. Yep. It would be best if we get some insight into what's going on in Central East Underworld right now. Right, something down there could give us a clue to whether or not kidnappings are making a resurgence in Tharbad. Perhaps we should ask someone familiar with not only the current state of affairs in Central East, but their long-standing social issues as well. There's a patriarch staying at the Aljamir who's an independent landowner in the region. Do we think he would be suitable? Yeah, let's go see what he has to say.
Got a moment?
You're asking about societal issues in the Central East, are you? Particularly related to kidnappings? Well, alright. I'll tell you what I can. They've been great, thanks. See, there have been a couple of disappearances in Tharbad recently. We're trying to figure out if they're connected to the organization that was responsible for the kidnappings that happened in the past. Perhaps we should start with some context. You see, slavery existed in the Central East as recently as the Middle Ages, a remnant of the Dark Ages. Septian temples did prohibit its use, of course, but given its firmly rooted foundations, it proved difficult to eradicate. Just this great world building about the Central East wasn't really a thing talked about until we got to Calvard. Said that during this period, some people even built their fortunes on slavery, as so-called slave traders. However, upon entering the modern era, the Church in the wider Central East took the initiative to abolish the practice outright. Imagine that's when the slave traders went into hiding then, to continue the work from the shadows? That's correct, though depending on the region, there are still powerful families who have bound themselves to the old customs, especially knowing that there's a demand for cheap labor that they can exploit for their livelihood. Thus, the Central Eastern Mafia, which thought beginning as a group of slave traders in the Middle Ages, remains. Once he tried to expand as far as Tharbad about 10 years ago, where? Yes, Kata's Nocturnium, well-known organization among the Central Easterners. They operated out of a region near Valis, Katas, hence the name. Valis' eventual growth incited Katas' destitution, however, which led to Nocturnium to escalate their criminal activities. For a time, they were even trafficking people in Tharbad. All the same, disbanded after losing a conflict with a mafia group in the Republic. Oh, that's probably how that one lady ended up joining Armada. You mean Viola? You know, after they were defeated, I thought all the survivors fell into the hands of the military. Yeah, because the original Daybreak, yeah, like Viola, and like the guy from Northumbria, and the girl with the doll, you had the option to either kill them or spare them after you fought them. With the idea being like, oh, if you spared them, they will then be locked away forever. So like, those choices wouldn't have to matter. That's what he said. The survivors are in military police for just who did and didn't live. Now, from what I've heard, they would often abduct people to use as bait and seize anyone who came to their aid. Occasionally, they would even force that person they initially abducted to scout out easy prey. That's only 2 of their methods. Trust me when I say they had plenty more. Be sure to learn them all so I can protect my people. Then, sounds like what might have happened is Sinem and Nasri. I see. I think I get the gist of these Nocturnium guys now, but do you know what happened to their former members after Armada was destroyed last year? Well, I don't exactly know the details, but I heard a good number of them fled home to the Central East. There are attempts to arrest them in Elsaim and Valis, apparently. No real follow-up on the matter in particular. I see. Wouldn't be surprised if there were a few stragglers somewhere. Thanks, Mr. Patriarch. You gave us a lot of good info. Well, I'm glad to hear it, but the roots of this problem run deep in the Central East. Whatever matter it is you're dealing with here, I advise you to not become more involved than necessary. Alright, I think I'm starting to see the bigger picture here. First, Sinem disappeared last night in the entertainment district. Around the same time, a homeless man who had taken up residence in the parking lot went missing as well. The same man Sinem has been providing aid to. The situation sounds like it had a lot of similarities with the conditions that Katas Nocturnium had for kidnapping people too. Seeing as they disbanded years ago though, it's possible this is all just a coincidence. It's also possible that Nocturnium still has some stragglers around. Honestly, given everything we know right now, there's about a 50-50 chance Nocturnium has something to do with Sinem's disappearance. And there's even the slightest possibility that either they or their copycats are involved. We better not let our guards down. If we turn a blind eye now, there'll be even more victims. Time being, we should move forward under the assumption that Sinem was kidnapped, possibility of Nocturnium being involved. And if they weren't, at least they'll allow us to eliminate one of the possibilities. I believe our next step should be to search for tangible evidence that a kidnapping took place, likely in the alleyways, to be the most probable location for such an incident to occur. Yeah, I guess we can ask someone around the alleys if they know anything. I feel like something in my throat.
all up in here.
Maybe you have to step into Vegas Films to get as warp then. Yep. Oh. So let's just pick this up on
Hey,
here.
stop on by! What can I get for you?
Oh.
Thanks a bunch.
Now do you learn a rich strawberry sundae?
The way to a man's heart is through his stomach. And that's what makes me wife material.
Oh yeah, like I used up all my, yeah, like sweets. So let's cheese baklava. Our favorite at Hilal Tavern and Inn. Cheesy flavor, simple. It's simply to die for.
I'll send this review to Van. Van's gonna be so stoked.
Aha! So layers of cheese in between boost the sweet flavor, making for an extra satisfying baklava. Instant phase, mystic years and some after all. Basbousa, can't miss
I'll
dessert
send
from
this review to Van.
Chinese.
Sure,
Carries the
go
soothing
ahead.
aroma of roses. Apparently this cake is flavored with rosewater syrup. Gives it a fresh scent. I haven't had many desserts like these, so it's an interesting experience.
I'll send
Wooden
this
sorbet,
review to Van.
properly
I'll
picked
leave the rest
Lucino,
to you.
extremely tangy of Central Eastern fruits. Made from top-grade Central Eastern fruit, its fine sweetness and scent veil a subtle zest, making for a mystical flavor. Art not such luxury beyond our present finances. And crispy muffin, staple item at
I'll
Munir's,
send this
made with
review to
deliciously
Van.
stringy strings
Sure.
of pastry.
Go wild.
Crunch of those thin layered threads of pastries out of sight. The way it connects with contrast the cream inside. Tops. I'm not Reese. I could down an infinity plus one of them. I do hope we get good explanation for why Reese isn't in this game. Welcome. Care for some pistachio ice cream? I made it all the way Westerners do it with milk. Tharbad camel's milk specifically. Ooh, cinema interest thoroughly peaked. Let's see, passes visual inspection too. Alright, take the whole. Hold it right there, kiddos. You guys eat any more and you're gonna end up losing your breakfast. And your second breakfast. So isn't this the lady who posted that Force PG in the bulletin board? Wait a second, are you saying you're... If that's yours, supporting for duty, I'm here to help. You're taking up Force PGs on behalf of Arkwright Solutions. That being said, though, it doesn't really feel like this request would require a Spriggan. What are you talking about? I lost their body specialty? I mean, if that doesn't sound like a complicated matter, I don't know what does. And I'm kind of curious about this dessert you mentioned too. Why don't we at least hear her out? There met two people so devoted to their stomachs. Well, I suppose it would prove useful to widen our net here, given that we are meant to be gathering information. Sorry, I didn't mean to cause you all any trouble or anything. Just mystery's been nagging at me for a while. I finally decided to give it and put up a request. Right, for now, why don't you just give us the rundown? Of course, let's see, about 15 years ago, there's a stall in Tharbad that sold the most delicious dessert. Had this perfectly flaky dough that was filled with this delicious red bean paste, served with ice cream too. I had it once, this day I still can get the taste in my head. Because I was so little when I ate it, all my memories about the details are pretty hazy. I think it was an old lady who manned the stall. At some point, she just stopped setting up shop in the area. I'd like to see the dessert make a comeback in Tharbad. Shame to let it be lost to history, you know? See, can you help me? Doesn't really sound like we've got much to go off of here, but what the heck? We got two Rugrats up for the job. You might have tell them no. Hot dessert back in no time. What condition? Condition? Oh, what's that, LP? If you do manage to recreate this dessert as a reward, we want 10, no, 100. You trying to put the woman out of business? Don't be able to make 100 of them. I would like to sell them at my stand if you can figure out how to make them, that is. But since I'll probably need to make a test batch before I take any money for them, why don't we share a few then? You got yourself a deal. Indeed. Got some possible leads, right? Should asking my parents, friends, and distant acquaintances, nobody has a single clue on where to start looking. It sounds like old Granny Goodies is cryptid or something. This dessert really was as delicious as you say. As you say it was, there's gotta be someone else who remembers it, right? You've told us so far, it sounds like it was a pretty high-end treat. I tried tackling it from that angle. High-end treat, huh? One place that knows high-end, it'd be the hotel we are too poor to stay at. Should I make our way over now, then? Good luck. Remember, I'm counting on you.
Let's wrap this up quickly.
Hey, stop up!
Okay, back to the hotel. Back to this guy.
A moment of your time.
A resort that existed about 15 years ago. Well, you know something? You do, don't you? Stick to using that mouth for chewing and chewing only, alright? That's right. I'm actually familiar with what you're referring to. It was a favorite of the locals back in the day. That being said, though, Kidnaps only came to Tharbad about 5 years ago. Oh, sounds like you're still pretty familiar with the dessert regardless. Think you can give us an idea of what we should be looking for? According to the people who have tried it, most distinctive feature seems to be the texture given by its crisp, thin strings of dough. Must be similar to a dessert that originated in Alfheim, Nafe. I've heard of Nafe, never heard of being Nafe served in a rolled shape. Wonder if that's someone's unique take on the dish. And this woman, I bought Nafe. See, this old woman of ours we have modified then. Seeing as it would have been based on a Central Eastern dessert, it makes sense the locals would be so fond of it. Yeah, if it looked different, no wonder it had our client confused. But our hunch about it being a high-end Central Eastern dessert was correct then, right? I'd like to try asking someone who's actually tasted it, but... Yeah, alright. Let's go see if you can find anyone who's eaten this thing. I guess I have the added theater first.
How can I help you?
The Judgment and Judgment Plus has such hilarious jumps.
Please come again.
Oh, this is
Welcome. Thank you very much. Maybe I'll give these horrible films a try.
That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes.
Yep, accuracy and crit. Trying to...
Welcome.
Yeah, I got this Shinobi Punk Izayoi and Wolves Requiem. A new one and a repeat. Right. This one. And if you're wondering, yes, I am looking at release lists to see which one I should pick, and Shinobi Punk will have more chances to see sooner. Ron, young officer of the law, is hot on the heels of a gang he once had ties to. Pursuing the case, he meets a girl named Michelle. She's freed from the clutches of the gang. They saddled her with an insurmountable debt, with little hope of paying it off. Ron takes it upon himself to look after the girl, begins to develop feelings for the young officer. Before she can act on it, however, gang finds her and snatches her away once again. Fueled by the fires of rage, Ron rushes into their hideout, engages the gangsters in a gunfight, emerges victorious by the skin of his teeth. Rescuing Michelle from her captivity to embrace each other at last, we're joyed to have made it out alive. It was at that moment one of the fallen gangsters lifted his quivering hand and pulled the trigger.
Michelle, hold on!
Ron, are you all right? You're not hurt, are you?
I'm fine. See? Not a single scratch on me.
Thank goodness. I fulfilled my promise then. You remember it, right? You're always protecting everyone. So one day, I'll be the one who protects you.
Of course I remember. Save your strength, Michelle. Help will arrive at any moment. Hey, over here! I need a medic now!
Ron, your arms are so warm when you hold me like this. My fear just melts away.
So this is Leslie Lamb's the award-winning film. Remarkably profound, yet no hot human drama, made of tense action sequences. Film is the epitome of perfection in every sense. Won't disagree there. They just keep firing on all cylinders with these emotional beats. I was on the edge of my seat the whole way through. Same time, they had the romance aspect of rounded all the action. Yep, the show was great. She was played by the Nina Fenley. All the actors were pretty good. She was far and away the best of the bunch. Totally earned that Best Actress Leon Dior win. Differently, the performance added so much realism and depth to the movie. I guess so. Everything okay, Kevin? Yeah, just think about what's underneath Nina's performance. Her doing that method acting style shows she completely understands what's required of the role. That's probably why she's so good at bringing the goods on the screen. She steps right into the world without a hint of hesitation. You're right, now that you mention it, it didn't feel like she was wavering at all while being Michelle. She's so natural, in fact, that she really has led the life of the person she's playing. Interesting, maybe that's why her performance feels so realistic. I noticed you were looking pretty intently at her during the movie. Take it you're a Nina fan? Not in particular, I'm just curious about her acting style as well. The perspective by which you view and analyze things never fails to fascinate me. I meant, as true of all of us here is that we are impressed by her performance and were, by consequence, further immersed in the story. So, like, everyone gets points.
Let's confirm your schedule.
I have bondings to do. Right.
Maybe we'll give these horrible films a try.
Let me ask you this.
Film luxury dessert, you say? And you're asking if I've eaten it? A silly question. Listen, well, common folk, there's only one thing that would fit the bill. Oh, have we finally hit the jackpot? What it tastes like? Come on, tell us. In addition to this grill that's been referred to as high-end, I assure you that I've almost certainly eaten it. Young master has a weakness for sweets, see, particularly desserts. Didn't need to know that, Hardy. Anyway, I still when I first tasted it, I remember the experience until the day I died. Pistachios and raw cocoa mixed with red bean paste, wrapped up in rolls of flaky dough. Man, those subtle citrusy notes in the ice cream that came with it. Secret ingredient, that was dried lemon, no doubt. Damn, that really does sound good. Would you happen to remember who was selling it? Selling it? There was some sort of misunderstanding here. Ooh. No, what does that mean? The dessert your young master was speaking of is one that was served at a temple in the cultural district on a national holiday. They visited to pray, simply happened to come across someone handing it out to the public. He was determined to have some, no matter the cost. Well, could you blame me? It wasn't just tasty, it was pretty too. Shame they haven't served it since. That reminds me, I believe it's been sold at a street stall for some time as well. Are you serious? You didn't tell me? I'll make the whole business. Stall it all. Fortunately, young master, they seem to have gone out of business years ago. What? Why? He actually looks pretty hurt about the whole thing. I feel kind of bad for the guy. In any case, it seems we found our next lead, no? Right, to the temple. Kidnapping? Well, I'd heard there was a few in the past, but... Well, 2 people went missing last night. Seems they were kidnapped. If we're looking into whether or not there's been a resurgence, culprit wanted to abduct someone. The alleyway would probably be the best place to do it. Said, I heard you hawk your wares here pretty late into the evening. See anyone suspicious? Or, did you take a photo the very moment the abduction took place? Well? No, I mentioned it. Was that? Wait, but thinking about it, sounds as though you do have a suspicion, but no evidence to support it. Well, I didn't know if what I saw was a kidnapping or what, but I had a glimpse of something at a street corner right before midnight. I was on my way home for the day. Some people loading a sack into a car that was just right size for a person. That could be consistent with the time of night those 2 disappeared. Suspicious. What happened after? Well, as soon as they finished loading it, they drove off in the direction of the sand dunes. Before that, I think I heard them say something about a cave. Couldn't quite make it out. Well, it's in the sand sea, maybe. Didn't seem like there was anything in there when we went ourselves, but this might make for the perfect place to meet up with accomplices. Might be a good idea to check it out again, just in case.
Play already!
I want to go watch the live broadcast.
Temple and just take care of this before we leave for the next part.
Quick question.
This is it. We served at the temple. Well, yes. Essentially, temples do have a custom of serving sweets on national holidays. We offer a variety every year, but I believe the one you're looking for in particular is Kamar Nafe. Kamar Nafe. You found it at last LP. Finally, so it's super delicious, right? It is indeed. Last served at our temple about 15 years ago, but apparently someone opened up a food stall for it right after. So how popular it was, I suppose, felt the need to meet demand. Well, that lines up with everything we've heard so far. Happen to be familiar with the person capable of making this dessert? Well, I've only met her, really, and that was 15 years ago. Her name is Rafia. Father Mukhtar. You 2 were acquainted? Indeed, we were friends, in fact. She was a relative of the Halal Tavern and its owner. Though she didn't live in Tharbad, she often visited our temple to pray. She tended to come on holidays in particular, so she could offer her sweets to the people of the city. I see. Her age necessitated she retire from her culinary pursuits, however. For some reason, she decided to leave her nafe recipe to me, but see, there seems to be a secret technique to rolling the dough that, despite my best efforts, I've been wholly unable to reproduce. If you're interested, I wouldn't mind showing you all the recipe card. You'd like to be able to do more of it than I ever could. Oh yes, please! So the vicar brought out the recipe. Kevin quickly copied it down. Man, 15 years ago, huh? Imagine Tharbad's changed a heck of a lot since then. Heard that was around the time the city was experiencing a serious growth, too. Correct, that was when the entertainment district was established, which, given its nature, created friction within the cultural district. Actually, it was the very tension that Ralphia was hoping to relieve with her nafe. He thinks Sim could help us, too. Complicated matters related to the fabled dessert, eh? See, Nadia was correct in her assumption after all. Wait, what are we talking about? Come on, guys. Over to our final destination. Halal Tavern and Inn. Well, they didn't will the dessert's true form be revealed. Yeah, we're coming.
Let me ask you this.
Say Kamar Nafe? Well, of course I know what that is. After all, Rafia is my auntie. Your auntie? Well, I guess we did hear she was a relative of yours. So you can trace your family line back to the times of the nomadic desert tribes. Still here in Tharbad, it was still a small oasis town. Auntie Rafia chose to remain a nomad. And he said, though, she made plenty sure to visit us whenever she was in the area. After all, she was still family, you know? Everyone's talking about her in the past tense. She's gotta be dead, right? Every time she came into town, she'd make her Nafe. I'd be right there, giving her a helping hand. Shame she passed away 15 years ago. Yep. That's why I was lost to history. She's gone. If we helped her make it in the past. That's right. Got all the tricks to it down pat. Never learned the whole recipe, admittedly. You said you picked it up at the temple, right? In that case, I should be able to recreate it, maybe even to a T. Really? Woohoo! We'll finally be able to eat the long lost dessert of legend. Haha, such enthusiasm. My auntie would have loved to hear it. She would help make it as well. Well, seeing as our client did promise we could sample her test badge, this could do is help with some of the prep. Honestly, this whole mystery process thing has got me kind of curious anyway. So, Philika to Halal Tavern Inn, Hala taught her the special Nafe kneading trick. Then, upon mastering the basics, she began her attempt at making the fabled dessert, Kamar Nafe. And finished. Wow, it's so pretty. That aroma. I can't get enough. Is this real? Am I actually getting the chance to eat the dessert of my dreams once more? You're crying like you've never before you even taken the first bite. That's a bit much, don't you think? Practically taking over the whole tavern. Won't this be an issue for Hala's business? Well, given that she went to all the trouble of helping us, we should partake as well. So efforts don't go to waste, of course. Whoa, these flavors are out of this world! It was good, obviously. The flavor, the aroma, the texture, they really are in perfect harmony. I don't even know what to say, it's just amazing. Indeed, I can tell great care went into its creation. It's best suited to the summer, I imagine. The heat adds an interesting component to the experience. Fascinating. This really is a Tharbadi specialty. We need to buy this recipe. Definitely worth all the... Oh, more please. What? You've already had 5. Must be plenty, young lady. Haha, this is so nostalgic. It was fated, but... She's like, these girls are enjoying it more than I am. Thus, Kamar Nafe, once lost our body specialty, successfully brought it back to the city. Receiving permission from proprietress Hala, Philika even added a special menu item at her stall. However, when Nadia decided to also thoughtfully send Vanna a report on the incident, he replied with a long, bitter message that, for propriety's sake, will he send up his primary statement. Wish I could have had some too. Oh yeah, Van is so mad he's missed a legendary dessert.
Away we go!
So I should be able to buy it now from the stall? Yes!
Hey, stop off! What can I get for you? Thanks a bunch. Zoom, zoom!
I need to, like, go over, like, my karma traces again, just because of just, like, how many we're having to make for things. Plan using the bum as bait for reeling us in a whole boatload of merchandise, but I knew we'd hook a big one so fast. She's in good condition, too. Bet she'll fetch us some pretty mirror up. Who the hell are you guys? Where'd you take Nasri? Where are you taking us? Sorry, you got dragged into this little lady. What are you apologizing for? These guys are the ones who... Seek you on, ain't ya? Got a feeling you don't quite understand the position you're in, kid. Knock it off. We want to sell her at a high price. She can't have a scratch on her. But you, Nasri, you're a different story. Well, your job's over now. We don't need a honeypot anymore. Guess maybe I should just put you in your place, eh? If you're hard enough, you might even lose the will to fight altogether. Because I believe Sinem won't get hurt then. Why are you doing this? You know why? Couldn't use you guys as a stepping stone to make the kind of money we enjoyed in our prime. Previous boss lost his head over some woman, you see. Kept taking all our profits because of her. And just when we thought she had dumped the guy for good, we ended up in a clash against the lot of all people. wasn't for that dumb broad picking a fight of him. After all these years of hardships, the looks finally changed for the better. After all, now the Mata's no longer in the picture. We can do whatever the hell we want. Thanks for incriminating yourselves. The culprits really were stragglers from the Nocturnium. Who the hell? You've seen them, right? Fazil gave us a request to find you. Fazil? Quest, what are you talking about? Brevity is a bit difficult when stating our position here. Let's just say we're currently undertaking Force BG's Narcrite Solutions instead. Narcrite Solutions? That's not Fazil. If I remember right, they're the ones who gave you the chance to turn over a new leaf, little lady. Narcrite Solutions? Those guys who destroyed Almada? Huh. You're just their stand-ins, right? I ain't scared of you. In fact, this could work in our favor. We'll capture all of you and sell you off at a premium. There's an honor. Your sacrifice will go toward bringing the Nocturnium back to its former glory. I refuse to allow you to treat people like objects any longer. You better believe the church ain't overlooking this either. Taking this request, as a member of the clergy, I gotta do everything in my power to make sure these plans of yours have no future.
Ready to throw down?
Let's get serious.
Here we go!
Seal of mine, shining from the abyss. By your glow, strike down my enemies. Fly, holy spheres of space.
Boost gauge augmented.
Impossible!
Yes! Oh, that is satisfying. How did we... We're saved! Another dead out to Narcrite Solutions and Fazil. I was pretty worried about you, you know. Make sure you apologize to him when you get back, alright? For this, and for the whole sneaking around without telling him where you're going thing, too. That's what started this issue, after all. But I was just helping out Nasri. I'm trying to repay him for what he did for me when I was still just a stray. I mean, if he taught me how to pickpocket, I would have started it years ago. I feel like we should do something to help him too, but yeah, that'll be as simple as helping Sinem was. But we won't accomplish anything just by standing here. Let's head back to the city first. Gotta hand these Nocturnium guys over to the authorities, after all. Walking them back. Ooh. Interesting. What lady is that with those boots? Sinem! Oh, I'm so glad you're alright. Can't believe you were kidnapped. Sorry for worrying you, Fazil. It only happened because of all the sneaking around I was doing. Goodness, never would have imagined this would turn into such a ruckus. How could I ever thank you all for bringing her back safely? Don't worry about it. You asked us to bring her back, and we did. End of story. Probably would have ended up tracking those guys down anyway. But he's still fancy gracious. Won't say no to a little cash reward. We'd welcome it. Hey! Anyway, I'm glad we settled everything with our Sinem. Or with our Sinem. Wait, our sitting issue now is him. Heard you helped Sinem back when she was on the streets, but I didn't do all that much for her. Just came for a simple lesson on how to pickpocket, really. That was years ago. What are you talking about? That doesn't even begin to get what you did for me. Give me food, tell me how to work as a rag picker. I did those things to fill up all the free time I had. You don't need to go out of your way for me just for stuff like that. But all that said, I'm glad to see you've got somewhere to call home now, Sinem. Right, at the end of the day, the man who started this whole thing still doesn't have a place to call his own. With him out in the streets, it's possible he'll get dragged into trouble again. Seems for us to consider this a case of well and truly closed, we'll have to figure out what to do with this man. So this is my request. Now, so we can't keep going on like this. I think even he knows that. If you could help him somehow, like how Narcrite Solutions helped me. The lady. He needs to use a victim too. It wouldn't make sense for us to toss him to the wayside now. What should we do? Still hard picked on Chaos since, like I did my, according to my like tracker, I need to choose chaos 9 times to get max chaos. So, let's pick the third one. With all due respect, sir, do you actually have any desire to change your present circumstances? Or do you wish to simply remain a vagabond? If I have the chance to change, I'd like to change. I mean, who would want to live like this forever? Understood. Let me offer a suggestion. Leave Tharbad. What? Huh? What are you talking about? Leave Tharbad? Look, you either have a home or a job. He's lived in the city longer than... Consider this. Nasri sincerely wishes to better himself, but there are truly no opportunities for him to do so until now. Thanks to the water irrigation project, Tharbad has seen much growth in the past 20 years. Surely there are vacancies he could have applied to. But no, instead he resigned himself to a state of vagrancy. No intention of changing position in society, because it was easier not to. Yes, at the end of the day, the scraps from Tharbad's continued development, kindness to the locals, these are things that you began to rely on, take advantage of. At the same time, there's a fear within you that any change would make you result in the loss of what little you already had. Sometimes losing everything is exactly what one needs to be born anew. Oh, this is him speaking from personal experience. This is why I suggest, if you truly desire change, leave this region you've depended so heavily upon, rebuild your life from scratch. If you ask me, I say it's a worthwhile gamble. You know, under normal circumstances, I think that's a pretty crazy idea, but that's our outlaw boss saying it. It's kind of convincing. I doubt there's anyone else in the whole world who would be so persuasive about something like this. Just another thing that makes Rufus. Well, it's a pretty out there suggestion, but that'd be just what I need. You're right that I've done nothing with my life. Look where this landed me. If I'm gonna die by the roadside anyway, maybe I should just give myself one last push. You swayed me, young man. Nasri, don't worry, Sinem. I'd just be a burden if I stayed in Tharbad forever. Not sure where I'll go once I leave. I'm sure I'll figure it out. Hey, who knows? Might go better than you'd think. Be well, kid. I'm sure you got a bright future ahead of you. You cared for Sinem while undergoing your own hardships, and were concerned for her even after you were kidnapped. A sense of humanity like yours, I'd hardly be surprised to see you succeed out there. After all, even cold-hearted sinners have found new paths in their exile. You... Alright, I'll do what I can. Thus, Nasri's head off for his future. Fazil's request not fully resolved, he and Sinem return to the bazaar.
Check that one off the list.
Money for our coffers.
Gray finally got a rank. Oh yeah, like in a single attack.
Yeah, baby.
So what's the next damage one then? 200,000 for more Sepith. But yeah, honestly, if I want to get a higher one, that's probably best suited for like a New Game Plus or something, where I could just go into the garden and get a whole crew of enemies who I'm like 50 levels higher than, and then just nuke all of them with a single S-craft. Because that's the key to getting like these stupidly high numbers, is you have to attack as many targets as possible.
Let's confirm your schedule.
Okay, so let's see all of our connection events. Let's see which one we're leaving for later. Kevin's group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. They're spying on him. Darn onion priest said he had some stuff to take care of. Let's see what he's up to. We'll cover his secrets. Hey, I think we should call it quits. No point in rocking the boat right now. Oh, come on. I know you're not happy with how things are right now either. Just because we took a vow doesn't mean he gets to talk to us like that. Maybe not, but since we're going to be working together, can't we just wait to see how things shake out? We could. It's totally looking down on us, Yuzo. I'll keep an eye on you. Surely there's nothing wrong with us returning the favor, right? I mean, yeah, I guess. Honestly, I don't think the idea of only him getting to keep tabs on others. I don't like the idea. Exactly, no. I know you felt the same way as me. Okay, it's been a while since we've tailed someone. Let's go all out. Are we actually tailing? Wait. He's just kind of walking, not shopping or anything. You know what he's up to, since he's up to something suspicious. He's trying to throw people off his trail. Are you sure you're not projecting? Didn't we already look into his background anyway? What do you really think we're going to discover anything doing this? Well, it doesn't have to be anything big. If we can find something he might be guilty of, we can threaten to tell that sister if we need to. You really can't be merciless. See, look what I tell you. That's where all the adult places are. These kitchen activities have been coming from under the cloth. And just know it. Would he really go in the middle of the day? By the way, I guess that area is perfect for secret meetings and stuff. I'm not kind of curious. Hey, I knew you'd get on board eventually. Look, I'm still... Never mind. At this point, might as well follow him to the end. Who knows? Might even learn something about this job of his. Turn it off to cough. You must have got into that sketchy building. Does look like they're open, even though it's still the middle of the day. Do I think you went in there? Yeah, that's not up. What should we do? Want to go? Ah, no way, S! You absolutely cannot go inside. I don't even want you to look at me. Nadia, I'm not going in there to look at other women. I know if I can handle all this scorching hot romance in the middle of the day. Yep, behind them. You knew you were watching the entire time. When did you get here? Don't tell me you noticed us from the beginning. Look, I get it. Of course you'd have your guards up around me. Not like I thought you'd suddenly start trusting me now after what I said to you guys earlier. I figured I can make it up to you. Who knows? Maybe we can get to know each other while we're at it. Come on, I want you guys ice cream. Why don't you relax in the shade for a bit? Delicious. Like she has 3 scoops and he has 1. So you already know my favorite flavor, huh? I got you staring when we passed the ice cream vendor on the way to the cultural district. Pretty observant of you. Guess so. Did you learn anything tailing after me? Please, if we tell our Mark. I was pretty impressed by your skills myself. Especially the way you managed to stay hidden despite being so loud. That's quite a talent. Make sure not to let your guard down at the end, though. Well, we definitely learned that you're more skilled than we are. Yeah, he was leading us by a nose from the start. So, what are you gonna do? Use this as a chance to cut us loose? Haha, no, nothing of the sort anyway. And now that I've gotten to see some of what you're really capable of, something tells me I'll be able to make good use of those talents too. So for now, I'll be keeping you both handy. You're just teasing us, testing us, is that it? Can't say I appreciate it, but if you want us to stick around, we'll tag along. Now you've seen our skills. Should I take it you've determined we won't be a threat if things go south? If you're that suspicious, I doubt there's anything I can say to convince you otherwise. I mean it when I say I didn't think I had anything to lose by working together today. How about we call a temporary truce? No reason we can't all get along. I just feel like you're brushing us off. I guess there's a silver lining. We each got to see what the others are made of. Is that enough for now, Nadia? I mean, I see the logic. I guess I'm fine with using one another now that we're all going to handle each other's talents. I just don't like it. I feel like you're toying with us. Where you're coming from, but alright, I admit it. I was being a bit of a jerk. Can you at least forgive me for that much?
Only if you get me another ice cream. And one for LP, too. If you do, then I suppose I can forgive you. Just this once. For S.
You don't have to swindle the guy. Did you enjoy the ice cream that much?
Hey, if that's what works for her, that's what works for me. Come on, let's go buy them together.
After that, they invited Lapis to join the ice cream. Having made peace with their current working relationship, they returned to patrolling the city. Blitz chain. Yep, Blitz support. Yep, support.
Let's confirm your schedule.
So Rufus in the casino. So it's nice to meet you after all. Glad to have your company, Kevin. Figured I might as well, you know. Though I gotta say, I'm surprised you'd invite me to your casino of all places. I guess you do kind of look like the gambling type. I should say that I frequently poked my head into the entertainment district back in the Imperial capital. I invited you today because I was hoping we could have a chat. A chat? You and I haven't had yet a proper sit-down. Discuss what's really going on. Haha, you're right, we haven't. I just like a conversation hardly leads to a healthy relationship between client and contractor. I thought that card game might be the perfect tool to loosen lips, as it were. And added bonus, I'll have a chance to fortify my failing fortunes. I admit you're just trying to rip me off. Well, why not? Even now you're waiting to invite me, so I'll play along. Can't say I wouldn't mind taking what little cash you have left. Shall we begin? I'll swap 2 cards. Usually selling late on the uptake, I admit it seems things are quite rough for you. They're sending you all the way out here, after all. You'd have to find your collaborators on site, as unconventional wage operators I've ever heard. Swapping 1 card. Well, it's been like this for a long time. They even sent me to Liberal and Crossbell on my own. That's quite true, is it? You had backup then. Things are different this time around. For now, I must say, including your current request, your notorious boss have been giving you rather violent orders. Well, she is as violent as she looks. I'll say this, though she's happy to exploit us, she's never made the wrong call. But I'm happy to play things by ear. That's a flush, by the way. And 2 pairs for me. You win this round. Shall we continue? I'll raise. Which is some pretty hot cards. By the by, ever consider just heading back home? You and your little brother were close. But I guess you still keep in touch secretly? Seems like he's got a bunch of people around him who could help with that. Oh, yep, those 2. I'll have to inform him that I still live. He has grown tremendously. There's no need for his unworthy, disowned older brother to show up. You saying you aren't relying on your cards in the Empire? Forgive me for taking that with a grain of salt. Oh, speaking of the cards, I got myself a good hand. So I expect you'll stay in as I raise. Huh? I was feeling really confident. They couldn't forget if you underestimate me, just like you underestimate them. Huh. But what about your hand? First glance, you appear to have your cards in order, since an overhanging guilt. What is going on to freeze? Gonna have to fold on this one. Unfortunate. Look forward to earning more out of this royal straight flush. You were bluffing! That hand's insane! Let's go again! You're tough. Your poker face is every bit as good as I'd heard. You have proven quite formidable yourself, considering your opponent. Even now, you have to show me your true colors. That goes both ways, doesn't it? I'm still trying to figure out just how good you are, sweet and Nadia included. A couple of games of poker doesn't mean I can suddenly trust you. I think it's a matter of whether or not you want to trust us. Connections begin when we remove cold calculations and self-interest. Nothing will happen until you take a leap, just like I did when I first met Lapis and the others. Couldn't be surprised. Never thought I'd hear something like that coming from you. That's to say I'm a product of my life's experiences. I'm sure you've had enough yourself, even more than me. Even for all your life lessons, it appears to me as if you're suppressing your true self. You have a mission you must see to the end at all costs, even if it means distancing yourself from those you care for. Am I wrong? Heh, you're hardly a match for the rumors. When I pegged you as someone who is so interested in others, see how they have people I care about now. It means I'll do whatever I must to make sure they aren't harmed in any way. Let's start with finding out just what it is you're after. So I can't go blabbing about that just because you asked. Like, really do? To show you my resolve. I'm ready and willing to dirty my own hands and protect everything. Full house.
It seems we both have full houses. I suppose this ends in a draw.
Damn. Win there would have really helped me to look cool. But I suppose this too is the guidance of the goddess.
Indeed. I shall be keeping a close eye on you as we work. Prove to me this resolve of yours is deserving of our help. Personally, I truly hope that it is.
I appreciate it. And don't worry. I'll do everything I can to prove you right.
Continue to enjoy gambling at the casino. So I met up with her friends to resume work.
Let's confirm your schedule.
Oh, I gotta load up.
Let's confirm your schedule.
Starving Princess. She's heading off a fishing rod. Okay. This is like a good spot. Hup. I got a bite. It's a can. One more time. Yeah. Hup. Come on. Why can't I catch anything? Lapis? Oh, Kevin, have you caught the fish as well? Now, I was wondering where you went. I see what you're up to. Didn't expect to find you volunteering to clean up the oasis. I'm so impressed. Here, have a candy. I'm just messing with you, sorry. Guess I never pegged you for an angler. And you seem to be doing a good job of it. I've never caught your pity. I'm glad. Are you any good at fishing? I'm alright. I don't mean to brag, but I do manage to keep myself fed when I'm out on trips. If you like, I can give you some pointers. Please, oh, may I have that candy too? This candy's delicious. Well, great. Yep, they're more outdoorsy than I thought. I mean, going fishing and all. Taking that Swin and Nadia's influence. Guess they taught me how to fish when we first started our journey together. Did you know that fish you catch yourself are super tasty? Really, how many fish have you caught? Just a few. But I caught a bunch of my own before, I swear. Maybe you're just not used to that new body of yours yet. Fishing is like a conversation. Whatever panic you feel, travel through the rod, get into the water, and alert the fish. First things first, lower your line into the water slowly and wait. And if something bites, you must remain calm. Okay, I'll give it a try. You know, are you surprised? You're surprisingly nice to me considering you're cold to everyone else. Say what now? What? It could be a while for something bites. Might as well have a conversation of our own. I'm not trying to be nice to you, Lapis. I'm basically just giving you a sort of candy to make sure you do your job properly from here on out. Huh? Maybe called it nihilism? They shouldn't say something like that to someone. They would never have to know you otherwise. You're the one who asked. Well, whatever. Maybe talking about social subtleties is a little tough for you. Maybe that's why Rufus and I are such a great pair. How about you, Kevin? I heard you used to do these sorts of jobs a long time ago. This is hardly used to, is it? Haha, you got me there. Both being an adult means knowing when to flip the switch. Guess that's why I was selected for this. Huh, you really get it? That sounds tough. I mean, I don't know what reaction I expected, but why am I even talking to you like this? Did I see what's going on in your head? But you know, I am kind of jealous of you. Of me. I never once doubted who I am. At the end of the day, I'm probably never going to change. No reason for me to change myself, and no reason for anyone to change me.
But a few months ago, when I became Altera, I encountered the feelings and sins of Swin, Nadia, and so many others.
Ooh. Yep, Garden Master and like the weird clone body of her brother.
And ever since then, I sometimes have this feeling of uncertainty. Not knowing what that uncertainty is only makes me feel worse. I am me. But is that really enough?
See, sorry, I don't have any words of comfort for you. You don't think you'll find those answers with Rufus and the others. You just gotta think it through for yourself. Gotta find the answer on your own.
On my own? Yeah, you're right. I get that feeling too. You know, you're actually a nice guy, Kevin.
Now, Lapis, I already told you. Fine, sure, I'm a nice guy. Oh, I better reel this in fast! Hold on, remember to remain calm. Gotta let it exhaust itself once it bites. Now, up! I did it, and it's huge! Wow, I wonder what it tastes like. That's your first thought? This is all because of you, Kevin. Thanks so much. I mean, I didn't really do anything. You're welcome, I guess. Alright, try to catch an entire school.
Is that really enough, huh? Can't say I don't know what that feels like.
If you continued at it, catching multiple fish, I brought the fruits of labor back to the inn, where they were cooked and ate the fish together with everyone else.
Let's confirm your schedule.
But let's just do this one. Oh. Since it gives both of them. Mhm. Still don't know if
let's head out.
There's like anything to like do in the casino for anything.
I can exchange your tokens for prizes. Thank you very much.
You can like play the games.
Can I interest you in a game?
Yep. Five cards for free on the table and 3 in hand. Highest hand will win. Play only once. Match will begin once the player chooses which cards to keep and selects change. Ooh. 10 tokens will consume. Cards on the table hand will be redealt. Will only be done once.
I do hope you...
Now then...
I guess tokens...
Allow me to assist. I hope to see you again.
I can exchange your tokens for prizes. Thank you very much.
Can I interest you?
do anything with any of this. I'm trying to see if I can get a 4. Or a 3, I meant. I already have a guaranteed 2 pair. Ooh, 3?
I do hope.
I did get achievement! Biggest poker prize won one time at the Tharbad casino.
Yeah, baby.
Mickey shoots next.
I feel a lucky streak coming up.
So then... there's probably one for getting, like, the highest prize here. It knew I got a blackjack, so it was just like, nah. Ooh. Turn on high speed mode. Wow. Is it the second time I've lost by like drawing a 10 card when I had 12? Alright. Nope. Actually. Kind of hoping on them busting. There we go.
That's the way it goes.
So yeah, I got it specifies like the casino here in like Tharbad in these. Yeah, like when we go back to Edith, I have to do some rounds with Van. Okay, so now is like the time for a final wrap up before we move forward. Like double check my reference for okay. Is there anything it says to get that I don't already have? Oh, like, yeah, like there is a fish in this.
Zoom, zoom!
Let's do a search.
That's a lot of fish. Sure thing.
Got it.
Leave it to me.
Of course. I got this.
All right, let's get started.
Perfect, like there's...
Let's do a search.
What other one it says? Oh, yeah, because there's going to be this one over here.
Let's get started. Let's get started.
Because I'm using this bait because it has that has
Now.
because of how like the odds play out.
Not too shabby. Now. Not too shabby.
Outlaw.
Now. Not too shabby.
So,
Now. I reeled in a big one.
Supposed to have like higher chances to get the other one, and not the rock eater. Like deluxe definitely has 3 for both other and rock eater, but this has 2 to 1. So theoretically, the other one is most
too shabby.
Here's this guy. Okay, Quicksilver Carp. Let's try 1 deluxe definitely.
Now. I reeled in a big one.
Okay, there it is. Quicksilver Carp. You have 12 fish.
that's
so
the way it goes.
largest reeling angle, raises success gauge increase. So now the yellow sections will be bigger. And like... Yeah, I'll move these away for Gorgeous Crown. So there's 8 more portals to find. So you got 3 more for just a U material plus. Carp, Quicksilver Carp, yeah, Carp, Rock Eaters, so yeah, like, everything's got big catch that I can currently get to.
Thanks for the grub.
Marnafe, Hero Tharbad specialty that after 15 years has finally seen its revival.
I'll send this review to Van.
This has to be Lapis then. Yep. This tree's status and legend is well deserved. The richly sweet bean paste, softened dough, and slender ice cream combined to form the ultimate flavor. I could eat 100. And for Lapis, that is not hyperbole.
leave it to me.
Of course. I got this.
Okay. That's everything noted. Time to move forward. Wow, it's gorgeous! Yeah, I think I'd enjoy it more if it wasn't so hot out, though. So what's the deal with this place? I assume it has something to do with with the Septian Sacrament? You got that right. See, 20 years ago, the city was faced with an existential threat. Hail Oasis on the verge of drying up. However, thanks to the 3 disciples and their irrigation work, the opposite transpired. I mean, just look at all this water. Now we're here to determine what caused the problem in the first place, if its solution has had any negative effects.
Cerulean seal of mine, shining from the abyss.
There, just faintly. See, so this is... Yeah, that Duff sister and her blue-haired lackey used to do this kind of thing all the time. Power of the Dominion stigmas. Huh? But wait.
Akashic Eye. Activate!
Ooh. Huh? Isn't this what happens when Van becomes the Grendel? Yeah, face-based and all. Just colors are different.
I haven't had the chance to see it myself, but I imagine the mechanics behind it are pretty similar.